finally done it. I've got my 2 photo albums done, finished. Or at least I'm now stopping, because if I do any more, there'll be nothing for poor Becca to do. So yeah, I've finished the 2 journals, and it's taken a long time because they take a lot of work doing this size, because there's so many pages to fill in. So of course I've done these 2, and I've done my botanical days, which was the same size, and the 7 days of summer with Cara and Julie. So I've done 4 very, very big journals this month, with all the other stuff as well. So, but I'm over the moon with these. I really, really am. So let me get the papers and show you first. Now these are from Sherri at Studio28E. I'm just make sure you're in camera. And this one's called Precious Baby Girl, and the other one is called Precious Baby Boy. Now this was the kit I got from Sherri, and the boy one I brought myself, but obviously they're quite similar. So there's quite a lot of pages, so I'm going to go through quite quickly so you can see all the beautiful pages that are in. I love these roses, I really do. This one, you've got this one, and you've got another one that says photos here, and you'll see the difference when I show you. This is my favourite. I absolutely love this paper. I really do. It's gorgeous. Beautiful journaling cards so that you can fill them in, and you can cut them out like this and fussy cut this out, or you can use it as a page. Gorgeous ephemera. I'm not sure how that one's landed up in the middle of there, but I did separate the ephemera out, but clearly that one got in the wrong place. Lovely, aren't they? Pages absolutely beautiful. I love this image of the lassies. Aren't they gorgeous? The wee run in the bath. Really beautiful. Jemima Puddle Duck. Always remember reading the Beatrice Potter when we were wee. And to think they're still as popular today. You know, there's just something beautiful about them. I love these baby images, and then you've got the little one crying its eyes out in the bottom. Bless her. Really gorgeous. Absolutely lovely, lovely images. Yeah, and you can see this one has photos on it. And of course you would think, I mean, normally this would be like this, you know, if you're making a journal the normal way. Look at her. Beautiful, beautiful images now. Gorgeous baby blue eyes. I love this because you've got the, you know, I was born on, how much I weighed, and what have you. I think that's lovely. And that's like your cover, isn't it? This is where you start with our sweet baby girl. Really beautiful. And then here's where the ephemera starts. I'll probably find that one that I showed you before in it again, won't I? These journaling cards. I said what today? My favourite people. Favourite things. And what you did today. And then these lovely words. You've got so many in here. Let's play. Happy. Toys. Laughter. Princess. Mummy and Daddy. Here, I love this one. Teething. I can imagine what those pictures look like. Nana and Papa, and absolutely lovely. Now, the other one is very similar. It's quite similar, but it's the boys one. Let me just pat them down. See, put the clip on so they don't go all over the place. I've actually got the fan on in here, so I want to clip them up because otherwise they're going to start flapping. It is just really, really close today. I mean, it's cloudy, but very, very close. So, of course, this is the boys, and the boy one is upside down. My precious baby boy. I love this. And the boats. I must have boxed these well and truly. So we're going to have fun today, aren't we? This image here reminds me of the decals that you would have on the furniture going back to the 50s and 60s. Absolutely love it. That first haircut. That beautiful, beautiful image. And again, you got the photos one again. Little boy blue. Again, the same one where you got this. I love this image too. And our precious baby boy. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. So lovely for a first time mum, or for any mum really. And you know, it will grow with them. That's what I love about this journal, is that you know, it will grow. And then we've got the lovely ephemera. Let's just pat them down. Look at his face. Sat in a doctor's bag. Maybe that'll make him better. Gorgeous image. There's that lovely image there. And again, the same sort of thing. It's the one pouting. Beautiful, aren't they? Yeah. Cuteness. Cuteness overload. Really lovely ephemera. And I'll show it because you'll see it more in detail when we go through the journals. Now, I've printed all the pages 4 times each because I've backed them as well. So it's quite a lot of pages that I've put in mine. Not your normal print it once. Now, what I've also used is Lydia's lined paper again. But this time, this one with Lydia, she's got a different set. She's got the lines where they go right way across, and this one you've got your scroll, you've got ferns, you've got roses, swallows, and there's something else. There's 5 pages in this one, so this would go really beautifully in a journal. Absolutely lovely in a journal. I've printed this a bit too big, so I've cut off part of it there, but absolutely lovely in a journal because you'd have the whole page lined, and of course you can print these on top of something else, whatever else you want to put underneath it. And I was talking to Lydia about doing this journal. I was doing a baby journal and explained what it was for. So she went away and made these for me. They are now in her store, but she actually went away and created these for me. She did them in a day, and I was absolutely gobsmacked, and they're absolutely lovely. So you've got tabs here with baby and newborn, infant and toddler on. Sweet baby, children anywhere from birth to 1 year old is what an infant is. Babyhood, absolutely gorgeous. And these lovely, lovely journaling cards. Look at his sweet head there. And that lovely train. Beautiful. And a lot of these are scripture based, like every good gift and every perfect gift is from above. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you were. Before you were born, I set you apart. They're just absolutely lovely. Little miracle and sweet baby. And then this one. I loved this when I saw this. This is so wonderful, isn't it? Absolutely perfect for kids. Really lovely, particularly for toddlers. Absolutely lovely. Wait till you see what I did with those. And then these are from her grayscale. But the 2 that I've used are absolutely perfect for this kit. This one and this one I've used right up through this as well. Look at this, you've got this page with gorgeous train on. And here, children are a gift from God. They're a reward from Him. You know, I mean, absolutely lovely. And I love that one because it looks like a bib. Doesn't it? Just like a bib. Really beautiful. So I will link that kit in as well, but these came after I was already, you know, doing them. So I've added these in on top and did some more tags and journaling cards with those as well. So, right, well the girl one is nearest to me. Right, she's just in frame. So this is one of Tracy's Crazy Chicks. Now, if you want the Crazy Chicks, they're in Tracy's group. And put my teeth back in again. The Crazy Chick event, you know, the challenge, is on until the end of the month, which of course is Thursday. So Thursday night it will end. But you can get the Crazy Chicks in Tracy's files. They're a free file. And the bits to decorate them are in there as well. This one is actually from Laura Boom's, what did she do? She did the Wordy Chicks. That one is actually from Wordy Chicks. And I've actually put Violet on here because this one will be Violet's. So let's have a start. Now it's going to be a lot of going back and forward on this, I'm afraid. So that's the first page. And here we have on the inside cover, I've used that paper that I love. And you know where the knitting was? I've cut the knitting out on the top and the bottom. And the lovely buttons This has come off the scan and cut. And look at them here with little dolly in the pram, you know, playing dollies. And these are the journaling cards in here, poked inside. I might have to take this tablecloth off if I'm going to keep catching it. Then, look at this. I've used the Stamperia pad. Now, the Stamperia had two. They had little boy and little girl. You know, the baby ones, and they've stopped doing them now, but I've used the boy one in the boy journal. They've now got little girl, so I've used the little girl in this one because I brought the little boy for Becca last year for her to start journaling, but of course, you know, she was pregnant, she never got around to doing it. So beautiful, beautiful images from Stamperia, and they just work perfectly with Sherri's. They just match up so well together. They really do. Look at her in her bath. Now, on this page, this is one of the Stamperia pages. And what I've done is I've cut that frame out. And what I did is I used very, very diluted down watercolours. These are the Prima watercolours, just to give a little bit of colour to the frame. And imagine putting a photo in there or journaling in there. Absolutely lovely. Now these are Sherri's gorgeous envelopes, and one of her lovely little tags. And this is the one that I couldn't remember. It's got a label on it, that one. And that's the 9 names. This is one of it was in one of the, now I can't remember, it was a freebie, that's right, in Paulette's group. How lovely is this? Flowers Parade. Look at these little dots in here. I just had to keep that. I just saw that and had to keep it. It was just so, so cute. It's so little girls. And there's another one of those lovely images. These are from Sherri. They are so cute, aren't they? Over the other side. See that? Oh, right, that's one of the images here from Lidia. I've just put a little rose on it. From little seeds grow mighty trees. And then I've put in both the books the remainder of the book when I was doing the Kate Greenaway. So I've put the remainder of the nursery rhymes in here. I thought it would be lovely to have all the other nursery rhymes in here. That's one from Sherri. These are just the ones from Stamperia. Here I've printed those lovely, lovely label, frames on the top of this one that I've absolutely tore. This paper from Sherri. It's gorgeous. It really is. And there's another one of the envelopes with one of her little buttons on. Bedtime stories. Now, here's the first of the ones from Lidia. And they worked so well with the words from Sherri. So I cut out a load of tags, use the Gemini and cut them out. This is from the scan and cut. And then I've put one of the images on, the animals, and look, he's crawling. I was having so much fun with these. He's crawling on that one. I don't know what he's crawling after. We'll have to find out. There's the roses. Oh, yeah. And then I've tucked this one of Sherri's. Now, this does fit in her pocket with the same image on. But I quite like that tucked in there like that. And this little journaling card it comes from one of Paulette's. I went through Paulette's clubs, and I managed to find some gorgeous images in there as well to go in here. I mean, these are huge, they really are. Again, and then in here there's another one here, and that's another one of Sherri's cards that I've tucked up there. Look at that pony. That's one of the Stamperia ones, and it just brings out a different look to Sherri's paper altogether, doesn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. There we are. Hushabye Baby. How many times we've sung that to our kids when we were little, and Jack and Jill's on the other side. On the other hill. No, it's on the other side. I don't want to spend too much time going through these because there's so much. See, this one, pouting. He's pouting, that one. You know, Sherri's words just matched so well with these images. They were just absolutely perfect. They really were. I just had so much fun doing those. And there's one of Sherri's lovely tickets again. Behold, children are a heritage from the Lord. The fruit of the womb a reward. They just went together perfectly, didn't they? And then on this side, what I've done here, I've printed it again on plain paper, and I've painted around the outside, and then I've just used a little bit of distress. And I thought, how lovely it'd be. You can put an image in here, you can put wording in here, you can journal on it. And that's another one of her envelopes, but this time these are one of the ones, I think these are these are my envelopes that I made this time. One of my own made envelopes, and I've lined it with that lovely rose paper. And that's another one of her little tickets. Look at her, she's such a little dot, isn't she? I've popped it on here. As you can see, there's masses, absolutely masses. This is just Stamperia. See, you can't see the one crying now. They're all happy babies. This one, I haven't got the teething one on it. Here, I've printed them, the lovely frames on top of Sherri's. Yeah, and look at this one. Sweet little bundle. They are when they're first born. Niall's just hit 2, and it's a terrible 2's time now. You know, where they have those meltdowns, and you have no idea why they're having a meltdown, but they are. Ring a roses. And this one, I've put this one as sitting, because this one's sitting down here, so maybe that camel will sit down with him too, so they'll both be sat down. This is one of Sherri's little envelopes. As you can see, there's masses in here. Another one of her lovely tickets, and always a blessing. And that sweet is one of Sherri's as well. And then on this side, I've got that one before I formed you in the womb. I knew who you were. And on this side, I've got 2 more of the animals. This one's sitting as well. And this one here, they're walking. They're going for a walk. You can imagine those words, can't you, when you've actually got the photos in here. Their first walk, and, you know, them sitting up when they first learned to sit up, and all those pictures would look so beautiful in here. Right, now these images are from the clubs that Paulette does. I've used the May and June club to find these gorgeous images. Aren't they beautiful? And they just matched up so perfectly. Oh, under you go. Yeah, they will go under eventually. It's because I'm doing it with one hand, because I'm trying to hold on to this as well. There are some images on the other side, but it's Stamperia stuff, so, you know, and of course this is about doing Sherri's. Oh, that lovely image is from Sherri. The blue. That's a beautiful blue. And that's one of Sherri's lovely tickets again. And Mummy with a puppy. I love that because it's a toy shop. Gorgeous old-fashioned toy shop. It's amazing how many Coats sewing cotton adverts there are around. Yeah, see, that's that one that you could put that same image in here, but I put the special moments in that one instead. Little miracle. And printed on there again. A lovely rocking horse. We had a huge wooden rocking horse when we were kids, and My mum eventually gave it to the place where, you know, the health visitors used to be, so that, you know, when you were there waiting to see the health visitor, you know, the kids could then play on it. It's one of those really, really big ones. Isn't she gorgeous? Jumping Joan and Rockabye Baby on the other side. Isn't that pretty? Lovely, lovely images. Isn't that lovely? I cut that one out instead of leaving it, you know, just as an image. We've got that one beautiful little rose on. That one's a Stamperia one there. I mean, Sherri's images just matched up so perfect with anything that you want to add with it. It just matches up so well. There we go. Yeah, and then I painted that one of the little one praying. Look, isn't that beautiful? Absolutely lovely. Now this one, I love this in Paulette's kit, you know, the monthly kit. Now it's all about soap, right? Okay, so he's got a bar of soap in his hand here, and the sister's saying, "Be careful, Willie, don't fall." Then on the next one, "Oh dear, Willie will be drowned. He's fallen in the well," and he's got his bar of soap in his hand. And on the third one, it's the best soap made, because when the soap hits the water, why, the foam is bringing him up. It must be miracle soap foam, this one. We'll have to find that soap and buy some of that, because it's a miracle. It brought him right out of that well. So all the wells need to have a little hole in the side of the well where you've got a bar of soap. So if you fall in, you're going to come back up again. Could you imagine all the local kids if you had a well? They'd be wanting to come and play with it every day. I think of the bars of soap you'd run out of. I just love that humour. Look at this little dot here. She's gorgeous, isn't she? I mean, those images from Sherri are fitting so well with Sherri's images, don't they? Little Miss Muffet sat on her tuffet. And you even got the Spiddy down there. Look, he's down there. And he reminds me of one, he was about that size. He ran across the table the other day, and I tried to get him, because I either put them in my plants if they're just little, or I'll open the window and put them in the plants outside. And he ran too fast, so I just left him. So I was here crafting on this, actually. And suddenly he ran across the table, and he's dived off the table onto the chair, onto the seat of the chair next to me, which is quite a drop. It's about a 2-foot drop. And then he's used his little, you know, his little thread, and he's gone onto the floor and disappears. I don't know where he's gone now, but it was just so funny because it happened so fast, this little Spiddy. Now this is an image from Paulette, and you get the whole lot. I'll show you the card later. And I've cut him out, and it's Humpty Dumpty and the egg. So the egg, he's got a crack on the egg, okay? Now I would have thought you'd have had Humpty Dumpty with a cracked head on here, on this one. It's a bit strange, but they've also got cut lines on them here, or fold lines, so I'm not sure whether maybe you could use them as a puzzle or something, I don't know, but I cut them out and made them in. Anyway, so they're going to sit in here. Humpty Dumpty with his lovely rosy cheeks. Quite content. Oh, one of my Sherri's envelopes. These are lovely images, aren't they? Aren't they absolutely gorgeous from Paulette? Yeah, and there's the Stamperia ones. And then on the other side, I'll show you these ones. These are 3 dolls. Look at that pram, isn't it gorgeous? And here she's trying to get her milk food, Nestle's milk food. It was Oster milk in my days, which is now Farley's here. But you can say I printed loads and loads of these. See, and like on this one here, I've just put that little image in the middle, and you can see how it changes the look of the page. Just a tiny little image can change the look of the page. So, you know, you may have printed it 4 times, but it can look so different. Lovely, lovely images. So Sherri, that one, isn't it? Absolutely lovely. And then this is the other crazy chick that I did. She's gorgeous, isn't she? With her fluffy bits. Absolutely lovely. And that's another one of my envelopes that I've made with another one of the tabs on it. Isn't it lovely? That ticket. I love that image. She's got a little bar lamb sat there. Oops, I don't know what's underneath there. Goodies. And that's the other one there. And that image Sherri's used in here. So this is why I used those ones and made them up, because they just fitted perfectly with the ones that Sherri did from Paulette. As Tommy Snooks and Bessie Brooks were walking out one Sunday, says Tommy Snooks to Bessie Brooks, "Tomorrow will be Monday." Useful bit of information. What was this one? As I was going up Primrose Hill was dirty. There I met a pretty miss, and she dropped me a curtsy. I mean, I asked you, the hill was dirty. Right, now this here, this is one of Paulette's in one of the clubs. How much fun would that be for the kids to colour that in and then make it up? And you can have it, you can just cut it out as it is, or you can attach to here the different arms with little brads, couldn't you? So I've stuck them in, and then at the back, so that Becca can actually make all these up. This was a lovely big envelope that I get my magazine in. You know, where I got the really lovely magazine coming each week. Home and Gardens it is. So if I take that out, this huge envelope, I've covered it with the lovely, lovely papers from our Sherri. And then inside are all the bits that I've not used. So Becca can come along and she can now start making her own stuff. Well, I think that's about it in there. So there's more of these lovely cut tags with Sherri's papers. So she can make up some more images. And there's a lovely load of tags here as well. So she can take all these tags and make her own. Because the idea is to get her scrapbook in. So, you know, she can sit there with all those gorgeous tags. Then I've used her lovely little envelopes, Sherri's envelopes. And this one's got word labels in. So those are the little tabs that can be put on the side. You know, if she decides she wants to have newborn on or baby, she can have all these, and there's the baby in the meals, and when the baby gets to being a toddler, those can be used on the side of the page, so she can use those tabs. And then there's other ones of Sherri's. Look, I've cut all these little late ones that Sherri made, you know, with mummy on and bedtime and everything, and they've all been included in here, and I've put them all in. And there's Sherri's child and baby, lots and lots, so she can make up more. She can either put a photo down and add little words, like there's princess there and mummy, so you could have a photo with mummy and the baby, mummy, and there's laughter, and I've popped them all in there so that they're all used up. And in this one, these ones are the one from Lidia, if I'm not mistaken. These are the rest of these ones. Oh, I better put those toddler ones in there, so they're on the same one. I've put a little thing on the front, a mini ephemera in this one. This has got some more of Sherri's gorgeous buttons in here. I love these buttons, but they weren't, I wanted to keep it pink and the other one blue, but now once she's got her own, she can make her own mark. These are the ducks, and there's a teddy, and there's these little images here, and this little one here. So these, she'll have so much fun using all these bits of label and images and that, and all these lovely buttons, and she can make her own up, because the idea is for her to start crafting. So they're all in that lovely envelopes, and they're going in this big envelope, and these are bits of rub-ons that she can use. These are just some bits of images that I've got from Paulette that she can then make bits with. These two reading, aren't they gorgeous? I love these. Look at them with their cups of tea, playing at tea parties. How many times do we have tea parties when you were kids? So, you know, these are just some lovely images for her to come along and play with. A little lass with her dolly. And we have a little Easter baby there. And in this kit of Sherri's, they're actually got your first Christmas in there, so baby's first Christmas. So she could, you know, use that for baby's first Christmas. And that all goes in the bottom in there. And then I can seal it all up. Oh, hang on, there's a couple of little dollies here. These, I've had these for a long time, and I stuck them in there as well. I'll be adding more in this for her. I better stick the legs down, otherwise I won't be. I'll be cutting their little legs off and stopping their circulation. Those poor little dollies. And we don't want to do that, do we? I've still got my very first dolly. So she was given to me on my very first Christmas, and she was called Susan Anna, and she was black, actually a black dolly, and I used to wash her because I used to call her a dirty bubba. Not very politically correct these days, is it, calling a little black dolly a dirty bubba, but you know. And she was called Susan Anna. So that's my one for Sherri done there. Absolutely huge. And then I'll quickly flick through Niles. So this one's Niles with Sherri's other kit, and I've fussy cut out this lovely little duck on here, and this one from the papers, and there's one of the lovely fussy cut out the little chicks, the crazy tricks from our Tracy. And there we go. So this way. Now here's all the little cards. I cut these out. You can use these as a page or cut the cards out. And here, you light up my life. Now this image I coloured in. This is from Sherri West for the Sunday post that I do every Sunday. And that's one of Sherri's images, so I thought I'd keep that in here. And this was out of a cracker, I think, or out of a box of crackers or something. But you can see these little Christmas decorations. I thought they'd be so much fun to add them into this journal, and she can, you know, make things up, or you know, and add them in. And then we start the journal with our precious baby boy. And here you've got the little boots, and this is a congratulations. You've got the stork bring the bubba. And on this side, we've got the pram, and there's another coats image. It's amazing how many lovely, beautiful coats, you know, the sewing thread. And I still use coats now. And there's a lovely, lovely envelope there with another one of Sherri's lovely tickets, and I've put Niall's name on that one. Oops, let's stick that in there. Here I've made a little tuck spot, which, you know, cut up Sherri's paper, and you've got that lovely baby. Look at this here. It says, "Who said candy?" And the babies are runging for sweeties. Nowadays they wouldn't be allowed to have so many sweeties like we used to be able to have in the olden days. You're not allowed to have so many sweeties now. They think of your teeth more, don't they? So there's that one which says infant and children anywhere from birth to 1. That's one of Sherri's lovely little tickets. And that's one of Lydia's. From little seeds grow mighty trees. That's Georgie Porgy. I thought it was fun to stick the nursery rhymes in. I love the old nursery rhymes. So here, look. Root beer extract, a great family drink. Never tried root beer. We don't have that over here. We don't have the root beer. And here we've got little tickets. If I bend it, you can see it better, can't you? So we keep moving it back and forward. Yeah, look at this. That little lovely little trike. Aren't they lovely, the toys we used to have? They all want more fancy ones nowadays, don't they? You know, as soon as they come out the womb, they want an Xbox or... Oh, look at these little dots in. Aren't they lovely? Yeah, they want an iPhone as soon as they come out nowadays. What kids want. Give them a cardboard box and a load of wrapping paper. They'll have so much fun with it. And then here, in this little pocket that I made from another bit of paper, this is what it is. It says Humpty Dumpty and the egg. You've got the egg on the other side. So you've got these two little images. Obviously, I've cut them out. You could cut them out individually. So you could have a Humpty Dumpty and you can have an egg separate. And I say you've got these little lines across. But if you put that one on that one, they don't quite match up, but you could probably do. You can make a puzzle. And there's Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall there. So I thought it'd be lovely to keep them together. And the image is this side on this paper. I mean, I've made the little diamond tuck at the top and the bottom. Aren't they adorable? Absolutely lovely. That's the Stamperia ones in there.